Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today I am going to be doing a reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio for January of 2021. Okay. Remember, this is still a general collective reading, even though it's a zodiac reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it starts to resonate in a few days, few weeks, few months, whatever, you're more than welcome to come back and rewatch any of the videos on my channel. I am doing extendeds there. They seem to be going smoothly now, and they're listed on Patreon, so you're more than welcome to watch those as well. The the reason that they sometimes resonate later is because this is fortune telling, so it may not have happened yet, and so when it does, it gives you a way to go back and rewatch things and maybe pick up some advice or things that you need to know. Let me see. So there's that. If you like the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. It builds the channel tremendously. I don't know it's something to do with their algorithm. I have no idea how that works, but I do know it works. So thank you for that, and thank you for the lovely messages. And I have to do the disclaimer too. I do have cards that have full frontal nudity, so if you're under the age of 18, by YouTube standards, you can't watch this. You can't watch this channel. Okay. I mean, you're not really missing out on anything. You shouldn't be. You should be out living your life, not sitting at home stressing over tarot cards. And I typically don't do readings for anybody under the age of 18 anyways. It's a personal thing. It's a personal issue. It's very rare for me to do that. It's extreme circumstances when I do. Okay. I'm going to start off with a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. I do still pre-shuffle my deck, so you don't have to listen to 30 minutes of shuffling. Okay? And you have Pig Spirit, and it's telling you to use your mind wisely. Okay, whoops. There we go. And then I'm going to pull two from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. And the reason I use the Oracle cards is they have really, really powerful messages all in and of themselves. But when I do the tarot portion, they interact most of the time. Oh, not always, but most of the time they interact with the tarot reading. It like highlights points that Spirit's trying to get across to you. Okay, come on, Scorpio. Let's get some messages for Scorpio, please. Please guide my hands. Please guide my hands. Please guide my hands. Okay. It's the autumn card, and it says to release the old and rest. Okay, release the old and rest. Another message for Scorpio, please. Another message for Scorpio. Another message for Scorpio, please. The Knight, and it's to be brave and honest. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, the tarot portion of the read, I do a 5-position spread. Sometimes more than one card comes out for one position. But the positions are the past, the present, the future, advice from Spirit, and the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice. Okay, so in the past, it shows you as the Two of Shields. This is the Celtic Tarot deck. Shields are pentacles, cups are cauldrons, okay? Because it's based on ancient Celtic lore. So, the Two of Pentacles, you have in the past, what you see are those 3 ships that are the Three of Wands when your ships are coming in. They're out there in that ocean. They are getting battered and beaten, but they didn't sink. They haven't sunk. You got the wolf at the door behind you. You're standing in the snow. And you're balanced. But you can't stay in that position. You're guarding the gate. And you can't stay in that position and that energy for very long. So. But you are balanced. Okay, so you're going to have some kind of movement. Okay, and there you have it. In the present, we have this is a major arcana card, and this is strength. Okay, and the strength, look, this is Alwyn, it's spirit, and it's a blessing. Okay, and this relationship is blessed. This is a friendship. This is also the it's kind of like the balancing out the wild and the tame inside of you. So in a spiritual sense, it's balancing out your wild side and your tame side. Okay, your domestic side. So but together it's the friendship is blessed. I mean, because it takes a lot of courage to stand next to a dragon, and the dragon, it takes a lot of trust to trust a human. Okay, so the friendship would have been is uncommon. It's rare. It's unusual. It's magic. Okay, it's blessed. Okay, so it takes a lot of strength to do that. It takes the strength, not just strength as in I can lift this weight strength. This is strength of character. This is strength. This is willpower. This is doing the right thing because it is the right thing to do, and not being too worried about the consequences, because you're strong enough to deal with it. Okay, so there's that. So what do we got for the future for Scorpio? Scorpio for the future. We have the Chariot card. This is forward movement and victory. And just what I was just saying about doing the right thing, because you're strong enough to deal with it. So you do it anyways. It's strength of character. It's willpower. Okay? And the Chariot, she's yin and yang. She's balanced. Okay? That team of and that in and of itself, just trying to hold that team together. When you have two horses like that, one wants to go this way and the other one wants to go that way. So you have to have a lot of strength and willpower to handle a team of horses, okay, usually. So can you imagine what it would be like to have to handle two dragons? And keep in mind, her hands are full. She has the magic egg, or I think it's the magic fear or the egg. I can't tell right now. And the wand in the other. This is magic, and she's guiding that team by her willpower, the force of her will, and her telepathy. She says they're linked telepathically. I mean, she can speak to their minds, and they're doing it most likely because they are a team, and because she's obviously very well versed at running a chariot, and that would have been no mean feat. That would have been like NASCAR driver back in those days. Those were high tech. They were really high tech war machines. Okay, so it takes a lot of willpower. And my point is, this is forward movement. This is strength of character, and this is forward movement and victory. All right, so what is Spirit's advice for Scorpio? What is Spirit's advice for Scorpio? Okay. All right. Well, if I can get my hands on the cards. And this is, you have two cards here. And I think they're pretty much self-explanatory. You have the Fool card. This is the beginning of a journey. This is the beginning of a new cycle. This is taking a leap of faith and moving forward. Faith. Moving forward and going forward for your wish fulfillment. This should bring you your wish fulfillment if you do what Spirit tells you to. Or, well, not tells you to, but advises. Okay? This is a great reading. And the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice, it's justice. It's justice. And another card came out with that, and that one is the Knight of Shields. So the Justice card is a major arcana card. So that can also mean a court case. If you have a court case going, that can be with the judicial system. So I mean, it could be law enforcement type thing. It could be a lawsuit, but something. You will get justice. And that may not come completely in your favor, but you will have justice. Okay? And it's accompanied by the Knight of Shields. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he always crosses the finish line. He's very slow. He's very meticulous. And he plans accordingly. He's very intelligent. He's the guy that gets down off, when he's inspecting the crops, he gets down off his horse. He walks over there, he looks under the plants. He goes through different parts of the field. He looks around, he looks for drought, he looks for blight, he looks for diseases, he looks for pests to make sure that there's a healthy crop to feed the people. Okay? That's what he does. He sends out scouts so he doesn't get ambushed. He knows he knows. And he moves very slowly, but again, he's very meticulous, and he does it right. He does it right the first time, so he doesn't have to do it again. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. This is somebody that's very creative, very passionate, very intuitive. She gets what she wants. She has a dragon on this side, so this is typically, I think it's Sagittarius energy, but it's definitely fire. Okay, wands are fire. That's why there's dragons depicted on all of them. In this deck, anyways. So, you have the dragon over there. That's the passion. That's the fire inside. This is the little kitty cat over here is intuition. The wand is magic. Saturn energy, I think it's lessons. I'm not sure. I need to start looking that up. But, I mean, if you look, the land behind her is kind of bleak and barren, and yet she's holding flowers. And the reason is because she can. She gets what she wants. So if she wants her kingdom to be profitable, and then it's going to be. She's going to make it that way. She's going to figure out something. She's very creative, so she's going to figure out a way to make it happen. She's a mover, she's a shaker. And that's why she gets what she wants. She's very intelligent, too. Okay? So, I guess since there's so many dragons in this reading, I should use the Wizard's Tarot to clarify these cards. Let's see the beautiful dragon on the front. This card's amazing. So, I mean, you have the Strength card. You have the willpower with that Chariot, and you have wish fulfillment, and you have the Queen of Wands. And this is, I think these are the energies that are correlating with the pig spirit, about using your mind wisely. You know, there's the Past card there with the Pentacles, and the Fool card. Well, maybe not so much rest, but, you know, it's a releasing the old and moving forward, okay? And you're resting. And the Knight, be brave, okay? Be brave and honest. Brave and honest. Brave and honest. Brave and honest. And brave and honest, okay? It's clearly all over this portion of the reading, okay? So, please, Spirit, tell us more about this balance card for Scorpio. What's going on with this balance card for Scorpio? Oh, sorry. Okay, the Hierophant. So, what was happening in the past where you were aligning your spiritual and your material self. Okay, and that could be through higher education. That could be university. It's usually something structured, so it's probably like classes you could be taking. But it doesn't have to be a university. It could be training. It could be trade school. It could be training in your position. You could be upping a level. You might be having to take state boards, but it's some kind of thing like that, okay? And the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands, you have the Queen of Wands over there, so that's a matched pair. His energy, he is very powerful. He's very intelligent. Again, creative, passionate. They let's see. Very creative, very passionate about what he's doing, and the other passionate too. Okay, so strength. All right, this strength card came because somebody had an idea, or they had someone or something that they were nurturing. It was an idea. It's usually depicted as a pentacle. It's tending the pentacle is basically what it's called. And it's something that needs some care and some guidance and love to grow. Now, it could be an idea, it could be a business, it could be a plant, it could be anything. It could be a relationship. It could be anything that means something to you, that you want to nurture. And you went through a lot of pain. To get this kind of strength, you had a great loss at some point. You obviously had a hard time. You see that the wolf was at the door. You barely balanced. You took one hell of a beating out there. So, emotionally. And you weren't able to see behind you. All you could see at that point in time was, was the suffering, the grieving, the loss of whatever it was that you lost, okay? And you couldn't see behind you, but behind you, Spirit was trying to give you a gift. And when you did finally step up and walk away and start healing yourself, you found those gifts. And you had the strength to do that. And it made you more powerful, okay? And then once you did, you found probably whatever the gift was, it gave you a calling, and that's why you're moving forward. You're moving forward with clarity. And this was due to hard work. A lot of hard work went into becoming this person, okay? It took a lot of hard work to become that person, that charioteer, okay? And it took a lot of clarity. You had an epiphany. This was hard-won clarity, but it's giving you a new beginning, and you're very clear about this new beginning, okay? Because you're going on the fool's journey. I know that doesn't sound right, but it's true. That is true. You don't need that much. You're not carrying a lot with you. You left the baggage behind, is what it's saying. You left the baggage behind. You left the hurt behind. You left the pain. But But what you did take forward with you was the strength. Okay? And now you have Alwyn in this corner. And you have the strength. This is moving forward. This is taking a leap. This is trusting life. Trusting the universe. And knowing that you're going to get your wish fulfillment. But you're willing just to meander on and do the journey. And you have everything you need. The cup represents, the bag represents the cup. Inside he has a pentacle and probably a knife or a dagger, which would be representing the swords. And then the wands, the swords. And then the wand is the rod with which he's carrying it. Because a wand can be large, like a staff. Okay, and here you have the King of Swords. So whatever it was, you thought about it. You had clarity. You considered something analytically. You didn't this wasn't just emotions. You thought about this as maybe this was, whatever it is that is your wish fulfillment. Okay, you thought about it and you decided to make that leap of faith. And you're being very patient. You're being very patient because this is your wish fulfillment. So whatever it is that you wished for, you're trying to bring in. And this is Spirit's advice to do that. To be patient and bring it in. And again, we get justice. All right? And the next card is justice. So that's a big energy for you. Okay? So let's clarify justice. Okay. You have, you have the Knight of Swords. And this could be somebody that's rushing in to communicate something to you. Then maybe somebody, it could be love, it could be anything. But this is this communication coming to you. And this is coming because you were left out in the cold. You were left out in the cold. You felt left out in the cold. And you pulled yourself up and brought yourself forward, and you found your clarity, and you moved forward, and you're getting your wish fulfillment. And it might be that night, okay? Yeah, because the Knight of Pentacles is being clarified by the Four of Wands, and that's a firm foundation. Okay. Let's see. Okay. One more clarifier for Scorpio, please. And it's bringing in the Lovers. So I don't think that needs clarifying. And that's the major arcana. So this is a very high spiritual love. Okay. And the Queen of Wands, let's see what she has to say. Yep. That's the Hermit card. That was the resting and retreating. That's the autumn. When you went through the autumn, you rested, you released the old, and you rested. And you found your way. And there's that Knight of Pentacles. Okay? And again, the Fool, taking that leap of faith. So, and you are the Queen of Swords. You're presenting as the Queen of Swords. Okay? And that was the King of Swords. And this came about because you were strong enough to stand up for yourself. Think logically. You took the time to heal yourself. You put the work into it. And you know when to cut things away that don't serve you anymore. And that's a matched set to that King over there. Okay? So, you have the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. You have the King and the Queen of Swords. That's two of the four kings and queens in the deck. Okay? So, it looks like you're getting your wish fulfillment. Now, let's get a couple of Archangel cards for you. And see if Spirit has any more messages for you, Scorpio. All right, it does. It says peace. Archangel Samuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Only love is real. So taking that leap of faith and that Knight of Pentacles is really important because it double clarified with that. And obviously the Lovers, because you have the two sets of kings and queens. That's another, they're driving that point home. And it says you are safe. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck you have clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Okay. So, I think it was a great reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing the extended in just a few minutes, so you can follow. If you can follow the link over to Patreon if you want to see that. If not, and we part here, light and love, and please like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my alarm. You get notified whenever I put up new readings. Okay? I hope you enjoyed it. Happy New Year. And it looks like you're going to have a great month. Thanks for watching.